Hi guys, I hope everyone's doing okay and looking after themselves. I'm just here, I'm going to read you a brief part of my new book, A Burning Line. This is near the beginning of the book where we meet two new characters, Gabe and Dean. Just a quick apology, I'm having to read from my trusty Kindle. Everything seems quiet round this side of the building, Chris commented as he and Jen walked around the back of the nightclub a little while later on. They had passed and acknowledged the odd firefighter on the way. I think the underground car park entrance is round the other side. That might explain why there isn't a large presence this side then, if they're worried about outbreaks of fire under there, Jen responded, taking in what was going on in front of them. They continued to walk, but then suddenly a fire door in front of them was flung open. Help, help! The young man shouted between coughs and gasps as he ran towards them. You've got to help me. My boyfriend's in there. I can't get him out. He's hurt. We're here to help. Chris rushed towards the boy, but I need you to slow your breathing down. I can't leave him trapped in there. I told him I'd find someone to help. I said I'd be back, the boy choked out as he continued to cough, wincing in pain. Can you tell us where he is? Jen asked gently. I can take you back to him. We need to get you away from here. Get the fire service in there. They'll have all the equipment to make sure he gets out. No, it'll take too long. He needs help now. Chris already knew what Jen would be thinking before she spoke again. Okay, well, you tell me where he is, and I'll go in there and get him out. There it was. No, you'll never find him. He's in a bad way. Chris knew how much trouble they would be in if he didn't radio for help, never mind letting Jen enter the building. What if we leave you here to direct the fire teams, and I'll go in with my partner and look for him? Chris asked, knowing that there would be no point arguing with Jen or trying to stop her. Plus, he wasn't about to let her go in on her own. No, I'll show you. I need to know he's going to be okay. Chris had a moment to decide what to do, but he knew in his heart that Jen and the boy wouldn't take no for an answer. This is Inspector Jackson, he spoke into the radio. I'm located around the back of Carbon. Myself and Detective Garner have just come across a survivor from the explosion. He says there's people trapped inside the building that need urgent medical attention. Detective Garner and I are entering the building. Please send medical services to our location. God, he'd be in so much trouble when, or if, he got out. Chris wasn't sure what to expect when he and Jen entered the still burning nightclub. Neither of them were dressed appropriately. If anything came down on them, they'd be in serious amounts of trouble. He coughed as he tried to clear his throat of the acidic taste in his mouth. You doing okay there, boss? Jen turned to ask. Just trying to get rid of the taste in my mouth. You'll get used to it. Chris found himself wanting to ask her all sorts of questions. Has she been in this situation like this before? But he needed to concentrate on finding survivors, if there even could be any. He was aware of the dangers all around him as he walked through the blackened corridor. Inspector, please wait for backup. I'm sending assistance now, came the message over the radio. Bit late for that, he thought grimly, as he continued to follow Jen and the young man. They battled through crates of bottled alcohol and all manners of random items before getting any closer. Then suddenly the boy rushed forward. He's there! Gabriel! Gabe! He shouted. Whereabouts are you? Jen shouted into the darkness. They all heard a moan as the boy rushed over to where he'd left his partner. I got out! I found someone to help, he told the young man, who was laid out on the floor. Gabriel, I'm Detective Jennifer Garner, and this is my partner, Chris Jackson. Jen immediately addressed the situation, seemingly automatically switching into crisis mode. I need you to talk through your injuries. I don't know. I'm bleeding. My legs, they really hurt. Okay, let's take a look, Jen said, kneeling by Gabriel's side and shining her phone over his crumpled body. Chris, I need your shirt. Chris didn't ask questions as he stripped off. Jen knew what she was doing, right? Gabriel, please, escape, the boy gasped, which took Chris by surprise considering how much pain he seemed to be in. Okay, Gabe, Jen said as she ripped Chris's t-shirt. I'm just going to make a tourniquet and tie your legs together. Gabe didn't answer as Jen went to work pulling the shirt apart. How are you doing? Chris asked, turning to the other boy. Yeah, I'm fine. Please just concentrate on Gabe. My partner's looking after him. Let me look after you, okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Just struggling to breathe, the lad said before promptly crumpling to the floor in front of them. Chris instinctively dropped to his knees as he tried to find a pulse. Jen, I need you to come and help with CPR, he shouted. Jen had a few seconds to react as she moved towards Chris. Gabe, I need to help your friend. Oh my God, Dean, Gabe cried, trying to sit up. Look, the only way you can help Dean is if you stay perfectly still, but keep talking to me. Where are you both from? Where did you meet? Jen reeled off suggestions as she started chest compressions while Chris continued mouth to mouth, trying desperately to bring Dean back. We need urgent help, Chris spoke quickly into his radio, with one male in possible cardiac arrest and a second unable to move. God damn it! Jen shouted into his empty space. Do you want to swap? Chris paused to ask, aware of how physically demanding compressions were. Where the hell's backup? Just as she said it, Dean spluttered back into life. You're okay, Dean. I need you to stay exactly where you are, Jen reassured the boy as Chris rocked back on his knees. Then they heard a rumbling noise. God, that didn't sound good. Where the hell's the fire service? Chris muttered, feeling like they'd been in the building for a lifetime. In reality, it had probably only been 5 minutes, but so much had happened in the short space of time. Just as he was beginning to give up hope, he saw the searchlight. He stood up and waved them to where they were. Inspector Jackson, a firefighter called out. Over here, we've got 2 young males. One is injured and a second we've had to perform CPR on, but is currently responsive. I need your help, Jen shouted. He's going again. A firefighter immediately rushed over and placed an oxygen mask on the boy's face. We've got it from here, detective, he said, telling her to step back. I need you both to go with my colleague and get yourself out of here before the building comes down. What about the other boy? Jen asked frantically. Detective, I need you to leave now, he barked back at her. Come on, detective, let's get you out of here, said another firefighter, putting a hand on Jen's shoulder. As they broke into the night air, Chris's nostrils filled with the smell of burning rubber and sulphur. Taking a gasp of air, he promptly lost his balance, wobbled, and hit the floor. A Burning Light is out on the 10th of May, and I'm really looking forward to hearing from you guys and what you think of it. Enjoy.